Welcome to Madden 22. I've kind of always wanted to do a Madden franchise rebuild, slow sim style, a little bit like a Mr. Hurricane style. Spent a little bit of time kind of mulling over who I want to go for and who's kind of my team. And I thought, man, Miami would be fun. You know, they got Jalen Waddle. He's one of the most explosive receivers in the league. You got Tua, who I think is a polarizing figure for sure. He hasn't cemented himself as a franchise guy. So I would like to rebuild. I decided that I wanted to choose the Seattle Seahawks. Now, interesting thing, I'm kind of getting second thoughts here because New Orleans is an interesting one. They have no cap space. They have insane talent all across the board, and they don't have a quarterback or receivers. But I think Seattle's the right call. They don't have a first-round pick, which is a little disconcerting and sucky, but this is a team I plan to strip down. So how I'm going to try to structure this is we're going to make a playoff push for the first 8 weeks with Seattle. And if they don't end up playing too well, or we're don't have a very good record, and this is going to be simmed for me, just because I want to get a good view of the team, and I figure this first episode can be kind of simming the season, this first season, because you want to get to the rebuild, you want to get to the drafting. So this is going to be an episode of like evaluating the team, getting the picks, and the offseason will be the next episode. They have enough talent to be a Super Bowl contender. They just don't play that way. Like, they have DK Metcalf, Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams, their stud linebacker, Jordan Brooks. But then they have so many first-round picks and botched picks. I'm coming in, replacing the whole new staff, have my own coaching staff, and I'm going to rebuild the Seattle Seahawks. So Pete Carroll, like Petey, he's actually one of my favorite coaches. I think I'm gonna have to let Petey go. He's like the second oldest coach in the NFL, I want to say, or maybe the oldest coach. So, it makes sense for him to retire. And so I'm going to have him retire. So I have created my coach. This is former Hall of Fame Panthers quarterback Nick Cody. Not a real person. I did a really awesome franchise in Madden 21, my Panthers franchise. And this guy, I ended up trading. So like the Chargers drafted a quarterback, #2 overall, because Madden AI is stupid. Nick Cody under Herbert, but Herbert was obviously the guy. So I want to say year 2, it revealed he had X Factor, and I was like, oh man, I'm struggling at quarterback. I think I had like PJ Walker. I want to say PJ Walker took me to the Super Bowl year 1 and then just sucked afterward. And so I decided to make a big time trade for the franchise quarterback and like a first-round pick or something like that. So I got some pretty good value for him, for Christian McCaffrey, and I got Nick Cody, who ended up being a Hall of Fame quarterback for my Carolina Panthers and won like 6 Super Bowls with us. My settings, I go pre-existing injury off because none of the real stuff that happened in real life is happened. Practice squad ceiling, I actually have off because Madden is bugged, I think, because they have teams sign like 60 overalls off your practice squad for no reason. Literally makes no sense. So I usually have it off just because, like, it wasn't like this before. Like, you can have like a 65 overall or like a 67 even, that you're just developing. And I always liked having it on, but again, Madden has it kind of bugged, and I want to be able to develop people on my practice squad. Progressive fatigue is bugged, so we keep that off. Actually turn off development trait regression. I like having superstars that are old as shit. That because then it makes signing veterans fun, because it's like, oh man, this guy's a 71 overall, but it's no fun if he's a normal dev. But if he's like X Factor and he's like 35 years old and he's like a 71 with X Factor, you're like, ooh, maybe I'll sign him. It just makes the game more fun. 11-minute quarters, what I usually do. All the stuff, no tutorial, no fill roster, you know what I'm saying? It's the preseason, biggest thing. We're gonna take a look at the roster, and then we're gonna start our fast simming, because like I said, this first season is going to be a sim season. I might watch a game or two, depending on how we do playoff-wise. So let me first generate best lineup, because injuries or pre-existing injuries are off. Now, I like the core. You got DK Metcalf, who is a freakazoid. They have listed as 6'3". I had him at 6'4", but 6'3", I guess. 6'3", 235, 95 speed. Unbelievable talent at wide receiver. And he's only 23. He's a guy to build around, whether we're moving on from Russ or not. Lockett's another one of those guys, eternally underrated. Little older, 28 years old, but incredibly fast, very savvy, deep threat, very good after the catch. Could play slot, could play pretty much anywhere. And then their second round pick, who I'm going to try to develop in Dwayne Eskridge. D. Eskridge, as he's known, I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive on that, but this guy, get the ball in his hands. He's the fact that they have him at 92 speed's a little bit mean, because I think he's a little bit better than that. More of a deep threat, downfield guy, just the speed. I heard a lot of hype about him. I just didn't see what everyone else was seeing, especially for someone so old as a rookie. I didn't know, man. Gabe Jackson, former Raider. I'm a Raiders fan. A little sad to let him go, but he was underperforming a bit with us, so I think it was time to move on. You're paying him so much money. He's a mauler. He's a great guard, but we're paying him so much money to be average. Dwayne Brown, legendary tackle, probably going to retire. He's 36, so offensive line is definitely going to be something you got to rebuild around here. Damian Lewis is young. Star Dev is going to help. Guy you could probably build around at guard, maybe. He is 24. Ethan Posick is 26 as well at LSU. He's a center. Star Dev could be good for the first couple of years, but again, 26 is going to be an issue, I imagine, for future development, because I don't see him getting past like 80 overall. Definitely got to upgrade right tackle. I really thought Stone Forsythe was better than a 58 overall. It's kind of mean, man. I mean, he's an incredible pass blocker. He's just not good as a run blocker. I mean, they reflect that, but it's like they're kind of sleeping on his pass blocking. The fact that Will Dissly would be a better tackle than Stone Forsythe's an issue, man. That is an issue. Even though I thought he should have been like a second or third. Anyway, Gerald Everett, very good athlete at tight end. He's actually pretty underrated. We're definitely going to use him. He is talented. Will Dissly, good blocker. You know, young as well, out of Washington, so he's local. Good hands. Going to be a reliable number 2, maybe even number 1 option. We'll see how it goes. Colby Parkinson as well. Tight end seems to be figured out. Colby Parkinson, 6'7", 250, good speed and catching. Guy you can really work around. But wide receivers in need. And then obviously you got DK and Tyler. Tyler's getting a little older. Todd Penny, in my opinion, never really got a fair chance because of injuries and stuff. He's actually a pretty talented dude, but he never really got his opportunities. He's a guy I might bring back. Of course, Danger Russ, Russell Wilson. That's kind of a whack face scan, but yeah, Russ is really good. Not lately, but you know, just in general, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Guy that you can build around for sure if you want in this, but I don't think he's a guy I'm gonna build around. Defensively, Carlos Dunlap, aging, kind of out of his prime, but he's played well for him. Talent at edge, but he is 33. His time is coming to an end. But he had a pretty solid year with us. Jordan Brooks is an amazing talent. This is one of those picks that they hit on last year, the Texas Tech linebacker. I'd rather play him as a middle backer. I think he should be the Bobby Wagner. Like, he's kind of replacing KJ Wright in that role, but I think he can probably replace Bobby Wagner as like just the guy who mans the middle. Bobby Wagner, Hall of Fame middle linebacker, one of the best tacklers of all time, great in coverage. You know, like I said, future Hall of Famer. 72 power moves for a middle linebacker is insane, by the way. I mean, corner is just so brutal here. I mean, I talked about the middle. You got Al Woods and Poona Ford. None of them are worth mentioning, really. Al Woods is 34 years old out of LSU. He's not going to be anything more than a placeholder. And then Poona could be a guy who sticks around. He is only 25. He's 5'11"? Holy crap, he's short for a D tackle. Edge rusher and corner is going to be a need. You got Bless Austin. Sidney Jones, probably your best piece here. He's only 25. He's good slot corner. You know, good dude to keep around. You got DJ Reed Jr. Maybe he could develop. He is only 24. A little bit more of a slot size at 5'9", but, you know, good zone coverage. Ball skills are pretty solid. Ugo Amadi. Quandre Diggs, he's pretty good, but he's not like, he's solid, but he's not that. Jamal Adams used to be one of my favorite players in the NFL, dude. He's so fun coming out of LSU and with the Jets and stuff, but he's just not that great in coverage. I mean, they have him with some insane ratings here, but in Madden, he'll be really good. In real life, he's kind of a boomer bust, blitz boy, as they like to call him. 71 power moves. That's ridiculous. We're going to have to get him playing in the box for sure. He's an amazing blitzer. Set the single season record for most sacks by a defensive back. So, you know, there is value there. But, ooh, Ben Burke-Irvin. Forgot to mention him. He's pretty talented. I might be interested in using him a little bit. So linebacker, you got Davion Taylor. Okay, I'm thinking of someone else. Darrell Taylor. My apologies. Who can play off the edge. Kind of a blitzer. Pretty solid in coverage. He's a good linebacker. But this is one of those teams, man, where their defense is really good at linebacker and safety, but their corner and front four are horrific. That's the team, and we're going to start the Super Sim now. So I'll see you at, well, see you at week 1. Okay, week 1. I think first things first, we're going to be taking a look at draft classes and certain other things. Carlos Dunlap has a upgrade. Not a guy I'm going to really build around, so I don't really care, but we'll see how well his finesse moves progress. 76, I mean, you know, he's a good placeholder. Like I said, if this team decides they want to be a Super Bowl contender by week 8, I ain't opposed to it. Eat the post it going up. Like I said, not a guy you need to replace anytime soon. Could be crazy. I could even have a game in this one. But first, let's take a look at the draft class. We're going to keep the auto-generated rookies. I don't have a draft class. Whoa! A running back's the top. So a running back's the top dude. Interesting. You got Jeff Harriet, who's the #1 projected player. I mean, he looks incredible. Elite speed and A break tackle is something I always look for. And then when you're in slow sim, you want ball carrier vision as well. Pat Hobbs at LSU. LSU's been putting out some insane players, man. Looks like fucking Jamar Chase, maybe? Like 6 foot, 208. I mean, his speed's not great, though. Something he's going to have to battle. Not a speedster. Edge rushers are needs, so we'll look at Kendall Presley here. The D power moves kind of sucks. He's looks like a pretty good athlete, good off the line with the acceleration being high. Quarterback down here in Ben Rutherford. We'll look at Mason Foster because middle linebacker is going to be a need if we decide. And this is a big if because I don't know if I haven't made a decision yet if we decide to trade Bobby Wagner. Looks like a good blitzer. So we'll see. Ben Rutherford is the guy I want to look at. 6'5", 223 out of Okie State. Does not have a good arm and is not that fast. He does not look like that good of a quarterback. So we will see. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks in this class. There are 3 possible first rounders. Kenny Patterson, another one of those guys here. He's 21 years old, so we like it. Does not have a good arm, but he's a pretty good athlete. He could be interesting. Could be an interesting quarterback for sure. Damn, J.J. Albertson's huge. 6'4", 244. My man's is massive. He's got a good arm, too. Next, Devontae Smith. Dude, I can get Devontae Smith, the running back. Not to be confused with Devontae Smith, the wide receiver. Mario Russell has the build of, like, Traylon Burks coming out right now. 6'3", 235. Big dude, not as fast, though, for sure. Not a lot of prospects that I know too much about, so we won't take too much time here. I just want to look at the corners here. Dimitri Montague. We want to look at athleticism and coverage. So good to great speeds, solid. He's going to run 4.4, somewhere around there. C-zone coverage. Depends. If C-zone coverage is... If he's a man corner with C-zone coverage, that's great. If he's a zone corner, then... Or a slot corner, then no. Maurice Knight. B-man coverage is good. The speed's not great, but the size is great. So he's draftable, just not an incredible athlete. Ben Sheffield out of Syracuse. He is 6', 206, has C-zone coverage. A great athlete. He's only 22. Free safety is a need. DeAndre Hewitt looks pretty good. 6'2", 200 pounds out of K-State. His speed is horrible. Strength's good, but speed is horrid. And you can't have bad speed to play free safety for me. I'd have to put you down the box. This guy's got an okay skill set with solid speed, the finesse moves. And a sick name, D'Angelo Cole, come on, for free safety. And this will be the last guy I look at, LaMarcus Johnson here. Again, poor athlete, porous athlete. Tough. So, these games in real life have already happened. We're going to send in the midseason, and I will see you there. We are back. I do not know my record, so it's going to be a surprise to me and you. 4-3 leading the division. Okay, so this could be interesting. And it's the trade deadline. First of all, let me see the negotiations. Quandre Diggs. I mean, there's really nobody here that I really need to re-sign, so maybe we could just do all this in the offseason. I want Rashad Penny re-signed on a... Like, look how cheap that is. 4 years to re-sign Rashad Penny. Posick. 2-year deal? Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. Disley would be a cool re-sign. Sidney Jones, DJ Reed. We need both of them. DJ Reed probably a little bit more. Just because he's a wee bit younger. 4 years, $22 million. He's a way better athlete. The blocker, but I think I'm going to re-sign Gerald Everett here. Quandre is probably going to go. So we got our big re-signs done here. Let's see what this mock draft for us. We do not have a first round pick, so it's not going to be mocking us, but pretty good stuff here. Looks like Josh Holiday moved from the #1 prospect, or I guess Jeff Harriet was. Damn, they got him going to New England. Imagine what an elite running back could do with New England's offensive line. Kendall Presley, the Houston edge, going to the Giants. He looks pretty talented, but he's not, like, insane. Stefan Adams going to Philly, which is a team that I would be interested in trading Russell Wilson to. And he has elite speed. This looks like a really good class for edge. Like, he looks like an elite prospect. He is 23. It's my one issue. But 6'6", 270. You already know he has 8 power moves, which means he's going to have at least 80. Maybe, I mean, usually with these guys, you're going to have like 85 plus. You know he's going to have at least good speed. The play rec's good, meaning he's going to be good at stopping the run either way. So Stefan Adams is the guy I'm really interested in. There's a couple good coverage backers. Byron Stanford. Or Byron Logan. I don't know where I got Stanford. Elite athlete. Gives you Nakobe Dean vibes. Except a little smaller, but just like a great athlete. Get Devontae Smith. Did not look at, or maybe I did. There's 2 tight ends here. Taj Watkins looks really good. And then there's Jabari Swain out of Louisville going to Carolina. He's an elite athlete. Oh, he looks incredible. Jabari Swain. DeAndre Rabb. There's a couple of tight ends here. Another great athlete. Kenny Patterson going to Dallas would just be a travesty, and we all know it. Dude, what is with the tight ends? There's so many tight ends. The freaking the Vikings would get one. That's 4 first-round mock tight ends. I don't think I've ever seen that. Warren Stockton gives you Drake London vibes out of Florida State. This guy is a freak, dude. He's 6'5" with elite speed, possible elite speed. Good after the catch too. Good release, catch the traffic. Toby Heitman. Looks pretty solid. He's 6'5". He's got beef and estimates. He's 6'5", 258. The coverage is there for some reason. Ben Bernard, we already looked at, I think. I think we looked at these guys. Enough looking at these guys. We are going to sim. Oh yeah, LJ Collier, wasn't he a first-round pick? Was he a first-round pick or a second-round pick? He was a first-round pick. I remember he was a 2019 first-round pick. There he is, Trey Brown. That's the guy I was talking about. He's a good player. DJ Dallas I actually like. I'm kind of a DJ Dallas fan. Crushed us in the preseason. We got DeCarrion Metcalf going up to a 90 overall. He's very good. See, having DK makes me not really want to get that one guy, but then again, it's like, why not take the freak if the freak's there? Not to take there. Jordan Brooks. Good run stopper. We just signed Gerald Everett to a long-term deal, so we've committed to him for a long time. And I don't think that's a bad decision, even though this tight end class is deep and I might draft one anyway. I just think he's a good tight end. +5 medium route running. No way. That's unreal. Jamal Adams. Yeah, box safety. We'll just make him a full-on box safety. The acceleration. Wow, coverage. And, yeah, sim to the playoffs. So I'll see you there. Okay, end of the season. We're in the wild card. 11-6, won the division. Okay. A lot of things here. I mean, we're an 80 overall. We're probably going to get our asses handed to us. Should have kept Seattle's playbook, because then I probably wouldn't have gone to the playoffs. End of the season, little bootleg here, but it's all good. We get the ball first, so we're looking fine. Hecker to kick off. Oh. Ooh. So here's Russell Wilson. Maybe his last game as a Hawk. We'll have to see here. I might do a lot of simming in this game. This is a game I honestly, like, just for the franchise, I want to lose. Russ hands off. Chris Carson again. Good cut, and he gets 5. This LA front's going to be an issue for the entire series, I imagine. Hand off Chris Carson on the outside. Cuts it back in a first down. Literally right at midfield. They'll hand off DJ Dallas. Or is that Alex Collins? No. Yeah, it's DJ Dallas. And now I believe that's Travis Homer. Checks in. Yep. Travis Homer gets the carry. Won't get very far, though. Or is that Carson? No, it's Carson. He only wears tape on one arm. It's weird. It's really weird. Wilson goes empty. 4-man rush. Looking to throw. Wide open. Carson again. He's getting every target. To the 34ers. Aaron Donald goes down. Handoff. Carson. Whew. Oh my goodness. He's just knocking people down. He's breaking every tackle. Chris Carson is a monster right now. It's kind of having me debate trading him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's just hitting people in their mouths. He is, what does he have, 8 touches on this drive? Holy crap. Wilson now has to find someone not named Chris Carson. It's Metcalf. What a catch. Hell of a catch. Play action. Wilson looking, scrambling, firing, incomplete. Metcalf's got a free release. If you just throw a slant here, you might have it. Carson, though, ends it. And that's a perfectly structured drive. It looks like it's going to be a ball game. Stafford. Here comes a blitz. They'll throw a screen the other way. And here's Cam Akers. Whoa. Akers. I think he went to Florida, but I'm not sure. Stafford over the middle, wide open. Tyler Higbee to the 46-yard line. Top tight end, but a top paid one. He's good. I'm not trying to slight him. Stafford throws, popped in the air and incomplete, looking for Kupp. Cooper Kupp. He's having a crazy year in real life. He is just unbelievable, man. Here comes pressure. Stafford fires, and immediately this defense rallies and tackles. That was Sidney Jones. Beckham in the slot. And they're going to run a draw, and it works. Cam Akers. On 39, they run a draw to Cam Akers and get 13 yards in the backfield. This is a rematch of the playoffs last year. There's a throw, Higbee, but it's broken up. Toss, Henderson's got speed, but no edge. Hey guys, post-recording here, I kind of didn't explain it too well, but I skip ahead to the fourth quarter because I didn't want to watch the whole game. So, yeah, if this skip right here doesn't make too much sense, it's because of that. So, yeah, there you go. Outside, breaks the tackle and gains 5. Wilson, hands off. But here we go. Wilson hands off. There's Von Miller making the play. Ball's out. Picked up by LA. And it's going to be a touchdown. Oh my goodness. The spark that LA needed is in this game. Here comes pressure from Miller and Donald. He's going to throw it away. Here's Odell Beckham Jr. Nice move. Beckham making moves to the 40 and a good return by Odell Beckham Jr. to keep them in this. They're only down 11 with 8 to go. Draw, Akers. Big play, Akers. For about 12. Good run. The Florida back. I think it's Florida. Stafford. Heavy duress, and he is pile-drived by Carlos Dunlap. His second of the game. Again, not in the future of this franchise, but he's looking like it. 4-man rush again. Stafford slings it out, wide open, down the sideline. Robert Woods will go to the 45. So now 3rd down and 6. 4-down territory all the way for LA. You'd think, anyway. Stafford. Outside. Higbee tackled by Brooks, and they got to go for this. 4th down and 4, 7 minutes to go. You're down 2 scores. You got to go for this, and they will. 4th and 4. Got to have it. Stafford in the gun, looking, firing. Open is Kupp. Mr. Clutch, Cooper Kupp. Stafford in the shotgun once again. Akers is huffing to his left. He's going to throw a screen out to Akers. Soft toss. Gets some blocks. Akers tackled after getting about 6. Pretty solid game, but the clock is their enemy right now. They're in field goal range. Stafford. Here comes pressure from Dunlap. It's caught by Stafford. Here comes a blitz. Stafford fires, and it's caught. What a catch by Van Jefferson. He just stole it from the DB. Makes you wonder why it was his first of the game. Handoff. Akers runs right into his own man. Akers is just huffing back there. This has been like a 4.5 minute drive. Akers trying to end it from the 2-yard line. Stafford hands off, not the right decision. Dunlap was there. They got a kick now. Actually really liked, but he's just not worked out as a 1st-round pick. Wilson, here comes Miller off the edge. Wilson fires off his back foot, but Everett just wasn't there. Wilson hands off to Carson. He's been the guy who does most of the damage today as he plunges ahead and gets 5 after the cutback. They got dudes in the box. Wilson looking to throw, though. He will. And Carson with strong hands. Oh, man. Popped the ball out. I mean, if he was able to make a play on that ball, that's such a huge play. Here's a quick one out to Everett. Gerald Everett, the former Ram, will get 8. Honestly, because it's not like LA really has much of a choice. Here's a huge play by Leonard Floyd. Some good football there by Leonard Floyd. Handoff, Carson, got it, and a more. 1 timeout to go. All they need is another first down to end this one, and Carson gets another 5. They're in field goal range. Field goal ends this one too. Handoff, Carson. That'll end it right there. Chris Carson with a 112-yard ball game. What a win for Seattle, man. That is incredible. Incredible for the boys. Wilson trying to make one last run for the Super Bowl. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed. Next week we're off to Green Bay to face the Packers. Have a good one. Peace.